Hello, my name is William Langford and I'm with Texas Emergency Services Retirement System. Today we'll be learning a few steps on how to print out and view a benefit statement and how to calculate and print out a benefit estimate for your members. Now, what you see here is the home page for the TESRS online database. Now, in order to gain access to this home page, you'll have to follow the authorized user process that we've put into place. If you don't know what I'm talking about or haven't gained online access, please give a call to 512-936-3372 and we can help assist you get to this website. Now, looking at this home page, your departments may look a little different. You actually might have access to only one department or multiple departments, but essentially they're all the same. In order to gain access to your department's home page, you have to click on your department name. My department that we're going to be using today is called Mayberry Volunteer Fire Department, and I'm going to click this now. Now, looking at this page, you have active participants and an accordion for all your different participants. You have vested terminated members, members who are eligible to retire at some point, non-vested terminated members, members who have not vested and are not eligible to retire. You have military leave participants. You have temporary disability participants too. Now, for any of these members, you can click on their profile, which I'm about to do here for Mr. Donkey Kong Jr., and you can get access to their participant details. The reason why I tell you this is that if you have any vested terminated members or any non-vested terminated members or any members at all who are interested, they all will have a benefit tab. Now, on this participant details, just go left here to these navigation tabs, and they will take you to different sections and show you different information. Today, we're going to click here and go to the benefit page. Now, looking at this page, just to give you a quick overview, you have calculation date here that has to do with the benefit estimate, the Save Estimate button. You have a few accordions on here. You have View Saved Estimates, which I've done two, which you can click open and closed. You have member information, which is always open when you open this page. You can open and close this as well. You have calculation, which has to do with your benefit estimate. And then you have service history, which you can see the service history that your member has currently or possibly in the future. So looking first at how to print out a benefit statement, this is the document that TESRS has been sending annually to y'all's members. And since we now have allowed y'all to have access to the online system, you can print out benefit statements for your members to show them how many years of service credit they have in our system and how close they are to retirement. So looking at your member information here, you have Mr. Donkey Kong Jr., who I selected. And what I'm going to do is go over here to these two buttons below the navigation tabs. One says Print Estimate and one says Print Statement. Obviously, right now, we're going to press the Print Statement button, which will then pop up either in Google Chrome at the bottom here, a PDF showing their benefit statement, or you'll get a pop-up box in the center right here that says Open File or Save File, and you can choose to do either of those, depending on what you want to do. For right now, I'm going to open this file, and what you'll see here is a basic benefit statement that every member has received in the past and will continue to receive in the future. Now, this one shows their name and their address, and shows just our overview of how to become vested in the system and how to gain a retirement. Also, a little bit here about beneficiaries. It's really important that your members keep their beneficiaries up to date. So this is just another little note here to tell them to update their beneficiaries if required. Now, scrolling down to the second and then possibly third pages as well, you'll see service history. And then finally, on the last page, you'll get an overview of all the benefits and how close the member is to retiring, how much vesting they have, and then what their contribution rate is. Now, what you can do is, depending on what you want to do with this document, you can save it onto your computer or you can print it out and provide it to your members. What you'll see here at the bottom left of these pages, they actually timestamp and show which department printed this out. So it'll show you what time you printed this document. So perhaps a year or two from now, if they bring this document back to reference, you can actually explain to them that they'll need to get a new one. These documents aren't static, so that means depending on how many years of service these folks will get in the future, they will change, which is why we encourage members to review this information every year or so to make sure that their service credit is up to date. So now closing out on this tab, it'll take you back to TESRS Online. Now I'm going to do this next step, which is actually printing out a benefit estimate. Now the benefit estimate is a little bit more variable than the statement. The statement is just a current, a quick snapshot of what the current benefit of the member has. But the benefit estimate can be changed depending on what your member is asking you to do or what you're actually interested in finding out. You can change this calculation date here to any time in the future. In that case, you'll be able to see what their benefit might be if they stay in the department for 5, 10, 15, or even more years than that. What we're going to do right here, as you can see, the current year is the current date is 12/31/2016. This is most likely when the last annual report was finished for this department. So that's up to 2016. What I'm going to do is change this date to 2020. Now when you change this date, you're going to have to press Calculate Estimate, and it'll update these tables below. Now the member information will stay the same, so I'm going to close this right now. As a note though, one thing that will change is the date of termination. That's what this is estimating. But I'm going to close this now because the real good stuff is in calculation. This will actually change depending on the calculation date that you place in here and the Calculate Estimate that you click on. And as you can see, the benefit's different. Now, let's change this date to even farther. Let's see, this person is eligible to retire, I believe, in 2031. So let's go even farther than that. Let's do 2035. Let's see what the estimate will be. So as you can see right here, it'll show you the total service months, the total service years, and what the contributions were for this person. Now the benefit that they'll receive, you can see right here, $275.88, and they'll receive that every month for the rest of their life, and their spouse will receive 2/3 of that. Now, if in the future you want to come back to this, you can press Save Estimate, and that will actually go into this accordion and save. It'll timestamp it with the date that you calculated and the date that you, push through this estimate. Now, finally, you can print out the estimate by clicking on the button above Print Statement. And following that same process, you'll be able to see this future information, and you can provide this to your member. Now, a word caution, as with the benefit statement, this information is technically variable. In the future, if they leave or if they don't get service credit for certain years, it can actually make their service credit or their benefit less. So just add that word of warning and update this often to see what your member's benefit will be. Now going back to the home page, just want to let you know the following steps can also be found in the TESRS online training manual that's accessible on our website, TESRS.org. So I'll take you there real quick. And you can find these documents in our forms and publication tabs or in the current news. Now this current news might change, so the forms and publication tab will be your best bet to find the TESRS online training manual. This document has more than just benefit statements and benefit estimates. It has every major action that you'll need to take. It'll show you exactly how to do that. So with that, if you have any questions or would like to contact us for more information, please call 512-936-3372, or you can email info@tesrs.texas.gov. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I wish you luck in printing out your benefit statements and benefit estimates.